Guys, we have some sad news to bring you. Matt has been fired from the channel. He's been fired from the operation, so he is not work here or participate in anything. But we have someone that looks just like him that we hired. His name's Gat Mose. Gat Mose. And he is a new addition to the channel, so everyone welcome him kindly. You guys can call him the brown shirt guy to start off with. Am I spot on?
Olive green.
Olive green shirt guy for now. Only a few of you OG viewers will understand the joke that I just made there. But we're here with the Black Sheep. I'm not going to talk much this video. We're doing a 10-minute uncut video. I'll just give you an update of what we got going on. We're about to go racing U.S. Street Nationals, Bradenton, Florida. We're heading out Thursday morning, going right into qualifying, no testing. So we're going to go Friday, 3 test hits. Saturday, 2 test hits, and then into eliminations on Sunday. So the car's been sitting here doing what everyone tells you not to do with an alcohol turbo car, but we've backed out of the trailer from the last time we ran it, which was Snowbirds, put it here, and now we're
just left it in Florida.
We literally could have left it in Florida. So all right, Matt, take it away. Tell them everything we're doing and what we plan to do. This is the final hurrah with the hydraulic roller LS. I think we're going to go even faster.
The air's good. Been checking the weather down there, kind of trying to gauge what it's going to be like down there, and I think that it's going to be good. I think we're going to have a probably negative DA. Track's, going to be killer. The only thing I'm worried about is maybe too cold temperature-wise. I think on Saturday it's supposed to be like a high 50, low 50s. So you get in that like high, low 50s, a lot of humidity, can bring some dew. Like, we don't want to get in any situations like that. So, but with being the way it is, it can be also, we can start doing our test hits earlier. So like they'll do first round qualifying at like 10 o'clock. So we're done by 5. So we did a few things. We changed the wastegate out. Before we had this JGS wastegate, and while the JGS wastegates are good, we're having this weird, before the car was rewired, we had it, and I thought it was maybe a wiring issue. We were having some issues with the dome pressure, with spike. So say you command 80, like the PID loop is tuned perfectly. I mean, it follows instantly. You go from 0 to 100 and back to 0, and it follows the line perfectly. So we got all that good, but it would have this weird issue where if you commanded say 80, then we'd have some spikes in it. So it'd be like 150, and the Mac valve was trying to open and correct, and it's trying to target 80, but it wouldn't get there, and it was causing some oscillations. So we changed some stuff. We remote mounted the sensor. That wasn't it. Tried to enter the canister, did a bunch of stuff, and just nothing ever happened. And then I started thinking, and this uses like a diaphragm in here, and the JGS one uses a piston. So with having a single gate and the way maybe the exhaust pulses are going, I was thinking maybe it's pushing on the piston of the gate, and then it was causing, since it's a piston, it has 0 leakage or any kind of room for movement in right there. It was causing some, as the exhaust pulse is causing the piston to move and causing the sensor to do some weird stuff. So hopefully that fixes it, because I feel like if we command 80 or 100 and it gives it and it's not trying to dump it off, we'll gain a little bit. Fine tuning, all those little things. But last draw for the hydraulic roller, we're going to do a some testing. I think you guys will be really excited. We got a little something I want to show you right here. A little bling bling. Bam!
All right, this is a CID intake, almost identical to what we have on the car right now. That is the 4.0 intake. This is the 5.0 intake. So we're gonna do a whole video at the track talking about everything to do with going from the 4.0 to the 5.0. I will say, just going from a 4150 style Edelbrock LS7 intake manifold to going to a CID intake manifold, the car picked up crazy power, mile an hour. I mean, as soon as we put it on there, out the box, same tune-up. It was going, personal best mile an hour, personal best ET. Really, just a huge improvement. Martin, Smallwood Race Development, John from CID, they are a big part of our program now, and we're going to be doing some direct side-by-side comparison. So this is the 5.0. Like I said, we're going to do a whole nother video talking about the difference, but this one here has the CNC lightning to it. So these cast intake manifolds can be a little bit heavy, but this thing right here has been run through the CNC. It is a work of art, really. I mean, this thing is absolutely badass.
I can hear it now. Billet intake.
Yeah, this is not a billet intake, it's still a cast intake. But one thing I will say here, I'm gonna set this down and you guys can see it here and on the car, is their fuel rail design is very nice, very simple. Never had an issue with an O-ring coming out.
Yeah, beefy mounts, like that's the thing. Like
before, we had some issues with the Edelbrock one where there was some play, there was some slack back and forth, and the injector O-ring would pop out and fuel would spray out. But definitely could be catastrophic. First thing, I mean, that's how I was carrying that thing around by the fuel rails. That's how it comes when you order intake from John over at CID. You can get it with different size fuel rails. We opt for the Dash 12. That's what's on the car right now. It comes with the billet stands. They are seriously, it's just nice. It's a great peace of mind too. You don't have to worry about ever having any failures like that. You got to think 90 pounds of base pressure plus what, 45 pounds of boost.
Yeah, you're looking at, going down the track, we usually see about 150 to 160 pounds of fuel pressure. So
you better have your shit together, or it's
yeah. Any intake that isn't mounted where it's holding down vertically, like if you get one that the rails are on sideways like that, it's very dangerous because it allows it to flex. These, it would have to rip the bolts out, and of course it's not going to do that. But
it's just, everything is just beefy. It's sturdy.
Yeah, they're badass intakes, and they make them for LSs, small block Fords. Cylinder heads. They got everything. This combo, we originally planned on doing the solid roller cam and the intake swap. This combo won't be able to maximize the efficiency or the plenum volume of that intake, so the gains won't be as good as if we had it solid roller, but I still think adding plenum volume to it will see some improvements. And also cylinder distribution, anytime you have a larger plenum and longer runners and everything, your cylinder distribution improves. This intake though, very little individual cylinder tuning, so very
the huge difference between this
and
really any of the competitors.
Yeah, the Edelbrock one, some of them have like 10% in one hole, and you're at idle, it was changing, and when we went to this intake, it drastically improved the individual cylinder distribution. So
I'm definitely going to recommend, not just because I work with John and CID and Martin at Smallwood Race Development, but I'm definitely going to recommend the CID intake because it, just from making the swap that we've done already, proven data, picks up ET. Anytime you can go out there and you can bolt something on and immediately pick up ET in mile an hour,
yeah, it's definitely worth it.
It's a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer. So check out the guys at CID. Like Matt said, they make intakes for a million different things. They make cylinder heads for a bunch of different platforms, and then I'm excited to get that one. That one, I mean, the CNC Lightning, it looks absolutely badass.
Yeah.
And I'm excited to see the difference. So when we get to the track, we'll literally pop the elbow off and pop the fuel rails out of it, yank the intake right off. We'll do a direct side-by-side comparison and then bolt the new one right back on. And I mean, other than that,
yeah, we can probably, honestly, if we're really careful, we'll drain some fuel, but we'd probably leave the
fuel
injector in the rail and then just swap it all out.
Yeah, so because it's the same rails.
Yeah, we're about to do it. We're going to change the oil. We got the oil heater plugged up, so we're letting it warm up, do that, and then I'm excited. We're going to hopefully shake it up in LDR. We're going to knock some weight out, different turbo, different engine, different engine combo, nothing like too.
So we had plans to make some changes to the setup before we went down to this race, but we got so busy with the storm work that we just weren't able to work on the car. So we're going to go give it our last hurrah with the hydraulic roller setup.
Yeah, hopefully, man, I'd love to go some O's, and I think we have some room for improvement on our incrementals that where we've been faster before. So
and we went 415 at 2,750 pounds. This is a Black Sheep Stage 3 TKM engine package, so you can get this exact setup, intake to oil pan.
Yeah, this is
and put it in it. So like you can literally go out there, and if you go and get a really nice chassis, right? Let's say you're building a car and you're like, man, I don't know what motor to put in there, and you have race weight with the motor and the turbo step, you'd be at 2,400 pounds. You can go hydraulic roller LS, right? TKM engine package. You call up, talk to John Boy and say, hey, I want the exact motor that the Black Sheep has. Black Sheep Stage 3 engine package, intake to oil pan. They'll put it together. They'll send it to you. You can put it in the car, 98 millimeter turbo, and at 2,400 pounds, you'll go 390s.
Oh yeah, this package in say MK Ultra, a super light car, like it would just I think you could probably go 380s with it.
And here's the kicker: we haven't touched this engine
200 passes.
200 passes. That's it.
Not like we're just.
We haven't had the.
We're not going 480s on those 200 passes. Like we've been leaning on it.
We've had the spark plugs in it for the past 60 passes. We've just been changing oil for the past 200 passes. That's it. So if that doesn't speak volumes to the.
I haven't had the valve covers off of it.
Yeah, that's some serious shit. If that doesn't speak volumes to the TKM machine work, the whole package that you're getting with the parts combination and everything. Yeah, I mean, this thing's. I feel like not enough people really understand how crazy that is. So we're going to give it one last hurrah, and then I think we might be putting a different engine together to go in here. Obviously, TKM, power, CID on board, Smallwood Race Development on board, a bunch of great companies.
LDR, it's going to be. I think it's going to be a good progression for the team. I think it's kind of our next thing to try to be competitive in LDR, and those guys. Like, I'm not saying the no time guys don't have their stuff together, but
they don't. They really don't.
There's a lot of no time guys that should be really, really fast, and they're not. And it's just kind of like, the LDR guys, like they're gonna go out there and make good hits, and they're gonna be there
in the heat of the day.
Yeah, they're gonna have spare parts with them. They're gonna be, swapping motors out. Their
door falls off, they got a spare door.
Yeah, their
axle breaks, they got a spare axle.
Yep, that's like Matt Bell. He's flying out there.
I mean, these guys have been doing it for a while, and they're good. I mean, those guys are good. They got some badass. They're smart dudes. They got their shit figured out. They got the right people in the right places. I mean, it's serious. Like, it's the big leagues. So
yeah, but I feel good. I feel like we're going to go out there and make a good showing. Especially, I feel real good just because I know that we are. We're a little outgunned on the combo. We're not any kind of class racing. Like you gotta play the rules as far as you can, and you don't want to leave anything on the table. And we definitely are leaving a lot on the table, and we're still. I feel like middle of the field. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
So
I'm gonna try to cut some better lights.
Yeah.
My LDR career, I have been .0 nothing.
Sleepy John's not going to the Nationals?
Sleepy John. Oh no, I sound like Raspy John might be going down there. Well, all right. Anyways, Matt, get back to talking about whatever we're gonna talk about.
LDR. Points champions. I like the way that sounds.
I don't know if we're going to be running every LDR race for the points. Like, this is our entry into LDR. We're going to go out there. We're going to have some fun. We're going to have some races. My goal for this year is to be able to win an LDR race.
Championship.
My goal is to win an LDR race. We can go out there and win a race in LDR. I'd be pretty happy with it. We got a lot of irons in the fire, so I can't confidently dedicate running every race in one class, chasing a point series.
Is it the car or the driver?
I think it's the driver.
Yeah, okay, that's why they were wanting to borrow
cars. Yeah, it's the driver gets the points. So that's the thing, especially with the Stormwork stuff too. Because I'm not.
That's something.
I'm not going to go out there and say that we're going to.
You guys think we're all just like we just hang out and build race cars all day and we have a good time? Like, we all work. Like everybody's got a job, and the Storm stuff. It's it's a job, and sometimes we love racing and I love racing, but work comes first, and you gotta do that.
You gotta pay for the shit somehow, right?
Yeah, for real.
So go to lsnash.com and buy some shirts.
Yeah, maybe a hat, hoodie. It's cold out. Got QA1 on board with the suspension. They're really they make it a lot easier for us to do what we need to do there. I'm excited. You guys in the future are gonna be seeing maybe some cool stuff that probably I don't think anybody's ever seen. I'm excited to do that once we get a little bit more time. But yeah, after this race, I think the sheep's probably going to be definitely some updates.
It'd be nice to finish this race, get this thing plumbed and wired, test this while this car's down getting worked on.
Yep. So we're going to do that. We're going to update, you know, all the stuff we wanted to update. We just kind of like been throwing it together, because when you race it all the time, and, you know, if you only have one car, you know, that, I think a lot of people are like, well, why isn't this done? Why isn't that done? You know, this isn't the only car. There's a lot.
Like 16 cars in here.
There's a lot. So it's like, you know, this might be coming back from a race, and we might not race it again for a week, but during that week, we're working on Slick Rick, we're working on the Apple, we got the Blizzard,
Silverback.
Colorado, Silverback, you know, the Storm stuff, and, you know, everything else in between. So it's definitely a balancing act. So some stuff doesn't get the love that it should, but, you know, we just try to do what we can. But for now, we're gonna, you know, we're gonna go down there, see what we can do, come back. I think do some stuff in the rear end, new anti roll bar.
If anyone's interested in this complete rear end setup with the four-wing stuff on it, let me know, because I definitely would entertain the idea of just selling it and getting the whole different housing and everything.
Full floater.
Yeah, and just change it up a little bit, 9.5 inch ring gear.
Hammer.
Yeah, that's what I was.
If you're watching, anybody, tell them. Yeah.
That's what I like to do. So.
Some of that
Just
stuff.
throwing it out there. I mean, it's badass setup. Clearly, I mean, we've gone fast. We've been one flat 60 foot at 2,760 pounds. So,
yep. So we'll do that. Hopefully the new wastegate. You know, we're gonna try new things. We're gonna be adding some stuff to it to hopefully maximize the combo, because you know, in no time we did a lot of races where we didn't have to lean on it, and we never did. You know, we always raced our race. We didn't want to go out there and say, hey, we're gonna go a personal best every single time. You know, we played it smart.
and we literally went down there to the, I think it was FL2K,
yeah.
and we literally left a 430 tune-up in it, like the entire
time.
Yeah,
the dirt road tune-up.
Like, we literally put a 430 tune-up in that thing, and we're just like, damn, we got the whole field covered right now.
And John never had to cut no lights.
I didn't cut a light once. Guys were out running me to the 330, and we were just freight train. We didn't even have a turn up. It was only going 168 out the back. Yeah,
like 50 pounds of boost, or 50 pounds of dome pressure. So, like, not even really leaning on it. You know, 30 pounds of boost. Like, you know, it's good. But that's kind of how you. But if the LDR, we're gonna have to. We're not gonna be able to. We're not gonna give that stuff. You know, given to us anymore. We're gonna have to work for every single pass, and also qualifying. That's a new thing for us too, because normally, no time, like, you might get lucky, it's all on chip draw. You might get somebody faster, you might get somebody slow, and all that. But you know, with qualifying,
you qualify last, you can get your wig split.
Yeah. First time out, it's not gonna be a it's not gonna be a fun ride for you, because you're gonna be going up against a #1 qualifier, and it's gonna be rough. So. But I think little TLC, decided to get Slick Rick. I think, you know, that's some people, I know they're kind of upset that we're not going to be doing no time stuff, and we still, you know, I would go do some no time stuff with the sheep still. The ones that are like, hey, you know, no times and 365s, obviously we can't do that, but there's a lot of no time stuff that they don't really express that in the rules. So I think we could still go do some, you know, 98 millimeter stuff. Carolina no time stuff. I think it's a fun car.
But because once Colorado's done, we're just gonna run LDR with this. We're gonna split everyone's wig with Colorado, split everyone's wig with Slick Rick, do 2 people ride-alongs in the Blizzard. Hank,
all steel, all glass.
Wheelies, all steel, all glass. I mean, literally.
Street cars with tailpipes.
Class.
Yeah, no, I mean, really, it's like, what do you want?
Yeah, what do you want?
It's like those guys on Race 859, like, you look like you would get your buddy to drive his car. I don't know.
Well, that was good.
No,
that was good.
They got me frustrated, but I'm gonna go up to Kentucky.
Wow. All right. That's. Anyways, I think that's gonna wrap up today's video. Uncut, so you're just gonna see like the intro and the outro is coming up here in just a second. Thank you guys for watching. Go down, click that subscribe button, click that like button, and David, cameraman, he took a spill the other day, busted his elbow, split it open. So go and hit that like button, because every like will help heal his elbow. Yeah, go click the bell too. Every time you click the bell and click that thumbs up button on this video, it will help heal his elbow. And it is just, you know, the man had to go get stitches. He took some expired Oxycontin. It was just a rough couple days for him. So, all right, that's gonna wrap today's video. Thank you for all the companies that are on board that help out and support. We got our DCF banner right there, looking just absolutely amazing.
Man, that thing.
It's tough on David's elbow to turn that way.
I see it pain in his face.
Thank you guys for watching. Comment, like, subscribe. We'll see you guys in tomorrow's upload.